Hey guys, it's Sun from Stories Untold Till Now, and I wanted to let y'all in on a little theory that has been in my mind for the past 2 weeks or so regarding Poppy Playtime. This theory is about Huggy Wuggy, Chapter 1 and 2, and the protagonist of this story. So we're going to start off with the ending, near the ending of Chapter 1. This is regarding Huggy Wuggy and his fall. As we see, once the protagonist grabs the box, pulls it down, and it smashes right onto Huggy Wuggy, he falls and he hits a vent, and we see that he splatters blood. Now, one of my theories / questions was, did he survive? I say yes. If we look at what this creature, essentially, that's what it is, this toy, so to speak, I'm pretty sure his whole body is made out of some type of fiber that there's no bone, is what I'm trying to say, okay? It's either cartilage, fiber, there's something in there because of the way he moves, the way he kind of hunches over when he walks. It seems to me that he doesn't have a very strong structure. It's very wiggly, and the only reason why he was able to bleed was just the force of his leg or whatever it was that hit that vent. You know what I mean? So when he fell to his so-called death to the bottom of that dome-like structure that we were in, I think honestly he was able to make it out. Now, we'll go to the introduction of Chapter 2 and why this is relevant. In the introduction of Chapter 2, we meet this new character, Mommy Longlegs, and she is slowly grabbing away at a Huggy Wuggy toy. It's, I believe it's a toy, not actually Huggy Wuggy, because one, I don't think she's actually bigger than Huggy Wuggy. I think they're approximately the same size, if not a little smaller. Plus, the toy was laying on a different tiled floor, whereas I believe that if this was the Huggy Wuggy from the dome structure, he'd be laying down like on a solid colored floor. But that's besides the point. So, throughout the whole game, we see different characters, okay? Now, this is why I'm bringing this up. So, we see Mommy Longlegs, she drags Huggy Wuggy away, and as we're going through the video, we're introduced with more and more characters. We see Huggy Wuggy, there's Poppy from Chapter 1, of course, there's Mommy Longlegs, the caterpillar, the sunflower, we see Kissy Missy, and we even see a green variation of Huggy Wuggy. Now, I have all the screenshots from the video, so as I'm speaking, it's gonna pop up on screen and show you. But, I find this very interesting. This also confirms the fact that I don't think Huggy Wuggy died, / I think he was able to survive. But it's more interesting to see, like, what it is exactly that they're made out of. The next thing I want to move on to is how Mommy Longlegs says terrible things have happened here, or that was Poppy saying that. I wasn't sure because sometimes their voice sound is very similar, so it could be her or Poppy. But did anyone else get the feel that it was like a sister location vibes when Baby was saying terrible things have happened here? I mean, you don't know what we've been through, you know what I mean? Like, it gives the same vibe, and that to me is like, huh, interesting. And then the next line that I know for a fact is from Mommy Longlegs when she says, "You're too perfect to lose." Now, for me, it's possible that the scientist was actually made into Mommy Longlegs, and that she's possibly the reason why experimentation keeps going, or why it was shut down in the first place. Remember how it was saying they would always match up on how, like, different personalities, and how when we saw the VHS tape, one of the women said, yes, it would be perfect if I was a toy, just because of that magical feeling. You see what I mean? So she was very happy and very obsessed with the fact that she was a perfect candidate. Now, when Mommy Longlegs says, "You're too perfect to lose," I feel like the protagonist has an actual trait characteristic that Mommy Longlegs wants to achieve. Now, as we see the different variations of experiments and how we're all the way up to experiment 18, I feel like in this chapter we'll actually see what the end goal was for the toy. Besides the fact that it could sell a lot of money, there's more of an end goal to it. You know what I mean? There's more meaning. And then it all circles back to the antagonist. Who is the antagonist? Why exactly did he come back? I find it odd since the get-go. He just comes back, and it's kind of like, yeah, we have a sense of why, but at the same time, we're just kind of like, no, but really, why did you come back? This makes absolutely no sense. Why would you just come back to a place that was abandoned? Is it gonna be like Bendy and the Ink Machine, where we have to, like, try to figure out a clue and how, like, his friend betrayed him? You know what I mean? Like, it's really, really weird. So, to me, the antagonist is possibly the one who's actually responsible for the ideas of the experimentation. We don't know how old the antagonist is. We don't know if he was partners. We don't know anything about him other than he came back and he used to work there, point blank, period. I feel like he did know everyone in the facility. I feel like he was part of the reason why they made important decisions and why it cultivated this much. You know what I mean? And the last thing I kind of want to close up with is with Poppy. Now, I'm getting a sense that Poppy is going to aid us on our journey, much like Baby did before she betrayed us, or really Ennard betrayed us. But in Poppy's regard, I feel like not everything is as what it seems. I feel like the more as we get into the lore and the more characters there are, the more we get to see a sense of dynamic shift of who's really in control here and what it is exactly that they want, because there's always an angle, especially when it comes to these creepy freaking monsters. So that was my whole web of a theory. I'm sorry if it got a little messy, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's really hard to get my thoughts together. I literally have everything in bullet points. But that's what I have for you guys today. You let me know down in the comments if I missed something, if there's something you'd like to add, something you want to correct me on, just go for it, go to town. I truly appreciate you guys being there, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay sunny!